Hi, this is BEENA with Ugtv, and we're here on the north side of the city at Kingston Mines, 2548 North Halsted. It's the oldest blues club here in Chicago, rocking for 7 nights a week, 41 years going straight. Can you believe that? My gosh. So if you're ready for the best blues, the best crowd, and the best food, let's head on in.
What's up, Chicago? My name is Jimmy Burns, and you're watching Ugtv.
Hi, this is BEENA again with the owner of Kingston Mines, Doc. Doc has seen so much, I'm sure, in the last 41 years. Doc, tell me, did you ever think it would be this big when you started 41 years ago?
10 years ago?
41 years ago.
Well, 41 years ago, we were a very small operation, and I had no idea that I would build it up to this size. It's now a very large operation with 2 stages and with 2 bands every night.
That's wonderful. So tell me, where did it start from? Like, what was the size of it? How did it start 41 years ago?
We were 2354 North Lincoln, and it was a single store at that address. And with us next door, immediately, we really divided the area, was Kingston Mines Theater, which did legitimate plays and experimental plays. That's where Grease started.
Wow.
And they did rock cantatas, and they did other plays that were by different well-known art writers. I was a blues singer, yeah, and but I am also a retired medical physician.
Is that so? So you were a singer and a doctor at the same time?
And I was in practice for 30 years, and I started Kingston Mines simultaneously.
Was that hard to balance for you as a doctor and a blues singer and a club owner?
Well, I had managers who run the club. I consulted with them on the entertainment and what to do, and little by little as we developed it and it grew, eventually I had put in 30 years as a physician, and I decided it was time to retire. So I retired and I took over complete control of Kingston Mines. But it's been mine right from 1968.
1 years, you must have seen so much come through. If you could rewind to one day, like out of all the 41 years, like which day would you rewind to and why?
It's hard. It's really hard to pick one day out.
Well, we have time, so you can tell me as many stories as you'd like.
We had a day when the Rolling Stones came, and they got up on the stage and they played one set of their songs and then one set of blues. We've had Mick Jagger in here several times, and once we had him in at the same time Michael Jordan was here, and we had them, and Michael Jordan was this humongously tall man, and Mick Jagger is this very short man, and they were behind the counter. We've had a lot of really good musicians and musical offerings here. Many of the ones that were here when I started are now dead. I've been here a long time. People like Lefty Diz, Junior Wells, Queen Sylvia Embry, Valerie Wellington, Big Bad Leroy Brown, and it goes on and on. There's a lot of people. When I started, the blues clubs in Chicago gave musicians $10 a night and all they could drink. And so when they came off the stage at the end of a set, there would be drinks set up and they would belt them down. And all the musicians were alcoholics, and most of them died young from liver disease and so forth. I fought against that. I paid them a living wage, and I had them pay for their drinks. And little by little, this caught on with other clubs, and eventually we got away from that. Now most of the musicians are not alcoholics, and they live a lot longer, and they're a lot healthier. I feel sort of proud that I had a hand in that.
I'm proud of you too, and I just met you. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Another thing is who is your favorite artist, would you say, that has walked through these doors and performed here?
Oh, that's very hard. I love Junior Wells. I like Magic Slim, who still plays here. And we had a guy named Lefty Diz, who I used to call the Clown Prince of Blues. He was very funny. He was a great entertainer, a great guitarist, and he also died young from alcoholism. I loved Valerie Wellington. She had a brain aneurysm and died at about the age of about 30. It's really hard to pinpoint it because I love all the musicians.
This is BJ at Kingston Mines, and you are watching Urban Grind TV.